everybody. It's kind of dark in here because I turned off a bunch of my lights because I needed to move a bunch of stuff around. But the desk is coming together. So is the view from behind me. I hung those paintings up. I felt very proud about that. 2 of those have just been sitting around, those 2. And this one used to be over there where no one could see it. And it made me sad that no one could see it. So, as you can see, there's a ton of stuff on the couch again. But it's different stuff this time because I moved a bunch of it from, if you recall, those messy corners behind the desk. I moved a bunch of it away from there and onto the couch for further moving. Here's where we are with the desk progress so far. I got all the drawers in. There's nothing in most of those drawers. And it's all, a bunch of it is over here. A bunch of it is stacked over there. But as you can see in the corners and this corner, I got all that clutter packed away. All of this stuff is not going to stay on the desk the way it is. This is just sort of like set on the desk. This is my fully standing desk, so I can lift it up, but I need to get a keyboard tray. I also attached that monitor, but it is an old ass HDMI monitor, and I don't have the right cord. I need an HDMI to HDMI to go into my port. So I'll probably be getting that and a keyboard stand shortly. But I feel really proud about the progress that I've made here. Okay, this is such a simple thing, but like, I have not been able to roll my chair, like even partially under my desk for so many years because this chair was wider than the desk hole. And now we have the leg there. But like, at least I can just sort of roll it in and it like looks tidy. It used to drive me crazy because I would leave the office and my chair would be in the middle of the fucking room. Like, I don't know why, but it just felt like we weren't closed. And now we are. And I don't know, it's important to me. All right, I'll share more desk stuff as we go along. Okay, so here is my desk setup. As of right now, it's Monday evening. If you survey the room, you can see that there's still just like a bunch of stuff I haven't dealt with. Like that's a blanket that was on this bed when it was a guest bed that I just need to go take inside and wash. The pillows are all sort of in disarray. There's a bag of trash. There's some other like clutter, a bunch of cords, a bunch of boxes that need to go in these drawers. Because these 2 drawers are like, they're nowhere near full. They're not. So there's so much storage in here. But I want to zoom in and show you what my desktop basically looks like from sitting down. So we've got the keyboard tray. We have the keyboard. We have this weird space under here. This thing lifts up to be a standing desk that I'm just kind of storing this laptop stand on because I'm like, what else do I put in this weird hole? But I've got 2 monitors now. I love it a lot. There's my tripod. There's my other light. There's some sort of like desk stuff that was on my old desk. And then over here, some more desk stuff that was on my old desk. The goal is to be able to just scoot over here and like record top-down content over here or over here, just sort of like depending. This guy is still here. Remember, this was like my old desk. This is where like tea and coffee was sort of banished to. We have a little bit of a problem because if he's here, then I can't open these drawers, but I can just put stuff in those drawers that I like am not gonna get. Like, I'm not gonna always need to get to it. Like, I have a bunch of mics and stuff that I can put in those drawers and then just easily move this table out of the way. So, I'm wearing my slippers because it's basically nighttime. The one thing I don't like about this keyboard tray is that it is like a little bit close. So when I close this, because I want this desk to be standing, I can't run these cords under the desk, or I won't be able to use this keyboard and mouse when I'm standing at the desk. So, so I have decided that when it's time to like go to bed, I'm going to put these two things up here and then close it like that. So that'll be my like, okay, the day is done configuration is this. Although, remember how excited I was to just be able to put my chair under my desk? I can't really anymore. Oh, my fucking thumb is in the way. Sorry. I can't really anymore because of the keyboard tray. But that's okay. It's worth it. Also, it's worth it because like there's still just so much space, even if the chair isn't really tucked in. So that's the deal. I still have obviously to clean this whole thing up, but I was kind of hoping that there would be enough space in this little corner that I could put a chair and record again. I don't know if OGs will remember this background. This is my desk used to face, the camera on my desk used to face this direction. So I would sit here, my little head would be here. And the paintings are still there. So I was kind of hoping I could like bring that back, but I don't know if that's enough space. And then also this box light, she has to live somewhere. This is, I think, the part in like any kind of like makeover or like space refresh where I just run completely out of gas. As you can tell, it's several days later than the last time I did a video. My art is up on the walls, but behind me there's just still like boxes and basically like trash and clutter everywhere. And I have these two amazing drawers in front of me that have nothing in them. So I have storage for all my stuff, but like, I don't know, the idea of sorting through it all is just really overwhelming to me, especially because I have the functional part done, which is my desk, which is over here in front of me. But I know that I deserve to have a space that makes me feel welcome and happy, like the second I come in the door. And it doesn't feel like that right now because there's just all these boxes and clutter everywhere. So I am going to put a timer on for like an hour. I'm going to work on decluttering. I'm just going to grab a box and start somewhere. And whatever I get done at the end of that hour is good enough. So coming into the door of my office, this is my couch. And then we turn around and there's my desk. There's me in the mirror. But I feel really good about this. Let me see if I can zoom out. So I'm actually going to sit on the couch so I can show you what's up with everything. So this is from IKEA. It's like 78 inches long. I actually haven't filled these lower drawers because it has so much storage. This little box under here is for my fans, which I will dig out in the winter and put under the desk. The heater, of course, is under there now because it's, or which I'll dig out those out in the summer. The heater's here because it's winter. But let's do a little office tour. So this, like I have told you many times, this is where the tea and coffee go. So that if they spill, they don't get all over the electronics. This little closet is just full of a bunch of my grandmother's art. And then a bunch of journals, some cleaning supplies, some other stuff. We have just some paperwork in here, a tissue box, A bunch of my stationery stuff lives in here. And there's Batman and Clayface. And then this thing is a standing desk. So I can just lift it up. And the thing is nice enough that I can do it with one hand, which is great. The curtains, yeah, need some work. Would love to continue painting this wall all the way around the room, but not tonight. So this is great. I've also found that when the keyboard tray is out and I need to write in my notebook, I can just put my notebook on the keyboard tray and then put the keyboard up here. I also found that, I think last time I said the keyboard doesn't go in under the desk. The cords just needed some training. Now they're fine. So I've got my big box light over here, and then I've got this side of the desk. We've got just some sort of stationery stuff, and then some more. This is where all my planner stickers live. This side of the room does have kind of like some boxes, some things, some old paintings and art. My friend Pharaoh drew that. I love it. That corner bookshelf, she's useless. But this guy, I love this bookshelf. It's got a bunch of my old planners. And then here you see some of my grandmother's art. And then on the back wall, behind the couch, I hung these. That I got at a charity auction. This is a painting my grandmother painted of our dog, Hank, who was a very good dog. And then this, my husband's old coworker, Mark, made this, and I love it. And it says, "You've got to be kind." It's getting a lot of reflection right now, but I love it a lot. And then, of course, my printer, a cabinet full of some stuff, and then just a bunch of stuff I have to take into the house that was still out here. So there's my purse, and here's some pillows, and this little throw blanket I actually use quite a bit when the office is warming up in the winter, so I like to have it nearby. But that is my desk setup, everyone. I'm really stoked about this new desk. I feel really good. Just having everything in reach, and being able to sit with my feet under the desk. Like, I'm very grateful that I did this. It's really worth it. All right. See you later.